Okay, can you all see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So, starting with graph. So what is a graph? So if you can see the screen, it's a collection of nodes that have data and are connected to other nodes. So it's similar to a tree, right? So tree is also nodes which are connected to nodes which have data and that is also connected to other nodes. But you have to now from this slide you have to tell me the difference between tree and graph once you understand what a graph is. Okay, a graph is a data structure which contains a combination of vertices and edges. Okay, V stands for vertices and E stands for edges. So you can see an image over here where vertices are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Edges are the line connecting two vertices. So you can see 0, 1 is one edge, 0, 2 is another edge, 0, 3 is another edge and 1, 2 is another edge. So it's a combination of vertices and edges. So that is a graph. So graph data structure, it's again a data structure where you store data and the relationship between the nodes is established by using edges. Okay, so that's what a graph is. So an example of where a graph data structure is used is Facebook. Like you can say user, your photo album, your events, group, page are all nodes. That means anything which contains data is going to be a node. And you can see every node is connected to each other. Like if you take a page, in that page you have friends, you have comments, you have communities all linked together. So that is linked, or you can say the relationship is a edge. So nodes connected with each other using edges. So you can say Facebook is an example of which uses a graph data structure. Okay, and yes, so can now from this understanding, can somebody tell me what is the difference between a tree data structure, or you can compare a tree data structure and a graph with the little you have understood right now? Yes, students, are you all there? Can you all hear me? बता सकते हो क्या ट्री और ग्राफ के
A tree
डिफरेंस क्या है?
contains
हाँ,
a tree contains leaf nodes, whereas a graph contains vertices and edges. Um, in a particular data structure, and this is one difference.
yeah, you can say in a tree it is constructed as per different levels, right? You have a root unique node called a root node in a tree, whereas in a graph you don't have a unique node called a root node. And it is in a graph you can see that there are vertices or nodes connected to each other, or each one of them. It can happen. Understood? It is not constructed in form of levels, and there is no rules like one node can have at most two child nodes. ऐसे कुछ नहीं है, but both compare. If you say the similarity is both contain nodes, both contain edges, and yes, both are non-linear data structure. Okay, so you can see the differences listed out over here. Graph is a non-linear data structure, whereas tree is also a non-linear data structure. That's what I said, similarity. Graph contains vertices and nodes and edges. Similarly, tree too contains nodes and edges. A node can have any number of edges in the case of a graph, whereas tree, there might be restrictions based on the type of tree. Like in the case of a binary tree, you say at most two child nodes. Okay, and in a graph there is no unique node called the root node. Whereas in a tree, the tree starts with a root node. Okay, and a cycle can be formed in a graph. You know what is a cycle? Cycle, an example, if you see the image over here, 0, 1, 2, 0. You're coming back to the same vertex is called a cycle. समझ में आया क्या? Have you all understood?
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
you can see the image over here. If it was a tree, 1 and 2 might not have been connected, right? You might have 0 as a root node, then you have child node as 1, 2, 3 if it was a tree. But now it's a graph, you can see 1 and 2 is connected, and you can say the subgraph, that is 0, 1 and 2 forms a cycle. So that's what they say here. That is, in a graph, a cycle can be formed, but in a tree, there are only levels. You don't have cycles. Okay. And application of a graph is, it's normally used to find the shortest path in, networking and all. And whereas tree is used as decision trees, game trees and all. So this is the comparison between a graph and a tree. Have you all understood? Just go through the differences and similarities. If any doubt, please ask. Clear? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Now we'll go with introduction part. We'll learn some types of graph. Like we've learned the types of trees. Here we are going to learn the different kinds of graph. So first is a weighted graph. When you say a graph is weighted, you see the edges contain a value or weights. When the edges between nodes are represented using some kind of value or weight or a cost, it's called a weighted graph. That value can be a distance between two nodes, or it can be, some value which is representing some kind of, feature of that particular edge. So if you see that kind of graphs, it's called a weighted graph. But if there is no value in, associated with a particular edge, in that case, it's called a unweighted graph. So you can see the images over there. In the unweighted graph, you see only nodes connected by edges. But in a weighted graph, you can see values given, some value, like you can say the node between, the edge between B and D contains a weight 2. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is a difference between a weighted graph and an unweighted graph. So that value can be representing, as I told you, it can be a cost, it can be the distance, it can represent some kind of feature associated with the edge. Okay, so that is a weighted graph. Then the other type of graph is undirected and directed graph. If you have simply nodes connected by a simple edge, okay, without any direction shown, so that is called undirected graph, or you can say it's bidirectional. That means it is, it goes in both direction. Like if I say v1 to v2, you can also say it goes from v2 to v1. So to represent a bidirectional graph, you can draw a undirected graph, or if a graph doesn't have any particular direction as specific, in that case also undirected graph is drawn. So directed graph is, that is a specific direction is there from one node to another node. Like you can see v1 to v2, v2 to v3 and v1 to v3. So that is a directed graph. Okay, so that's a difference between undirected graph and a directed graph. Understood everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next is some properties of the graph. A null graph. Okay, a null graph is a graph having no edges, like you have only the nodes, but the nodes are not connected to each other. So that is called a null graph. You can see A, B, and C drawn. They are nodes that contain data, but they are not linked to each other or associated with each other. So there are no edges drawn. So that kind of graph is called a null graph. Then a trivial graph, a graph with only one vertex is called a trivial graph. You have only one node. Okay. Then you have connected graph. If you have a graph, say a graph, and if there is a path between every pair of vertices, then and there should be at least one edge for every vertex in the graph, then it's called a connected graph. You see that all the vertices are connected to each other. You can see, right? There is nothing open. If there is no nodes which is not connected to each other. So in that case, it's called a connected graph. समझ में आया क्या connected graph? Because there are so many nodes given, but ऐसे कोई node है जिसमें connection ही नहीं है. At least one connection is there, right? Between every node.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that type of graph if you have, it's called a connected graph. So understood null graph, trivial graph and connected graph. Any doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then you have disconnected graph. You can see that there are two graphs drawn and the two graphs have nothing linked to each other. You can see A, B, C and D, E, F. There are two independent graphs, but there is no link between each other. So when you see such kind of graphs, it's called disconnected graph. Okay, is it clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next one is a regular graph. If the degree of all the vertices is same, then it's called the regular graph. Now, what is the degree of a vertex? It's the number of edges from a particular node. जैसे A का degree क्या होगा? Can somebody tell me what is the degree of A?
2.
2. So
2.
you can see every node contains a degree 2. So it's called a regular graph. Okay, it's not that it should be of degree 2, it should be of equal or same degree. Clear? Yes, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Next is a complete graph. A complete graph is when you see a graph where every node is connected with each other. जैसे वो image देखो, every node is connected with each other. In that case, it's called a complete graph. So the degree of the vertex will be n minus 1 if n is the order of the graph. जैसे यहाँ पे 5 nodes है, so n is 5. So what is the degree of each vertex? 5 minus 1, 4. You can just check it out. And the number of edges in a complete graph is given by n into n minus 1 divided by 2. So that you have to keep in mind because in MCQs they might ask. So complete graph is when each vertex is connected to every other vertex. It's called a complete graph. So please don't get confused with a connected graph and a complete graph. Connected matlab there is a link, at least one link between each nodes. But whereas complete graph means every node is connected to every other node. Okay, so that is called a complete graph. Then a subgraph means when you take a portion of the main graph, like you can see the image over here. The first image, then the second image is a subset of the main image. So that time it's called the subgraph of the graph. So if you take it as the first graph as G, then the second graph as S, you can say S is a subset of graph G or it's a subgraph of G. Okay, so understood what is a complete graph and a subgraph?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next, degree, I've already specified that degree is the number of edges incident to a vertex. So you can say what is a degree of 0 here?
3.
3.
And now you can classify, since it's a directed graph, You can, you know, if it is an undirected graph, you can directly say it is 3. But since it's a directed graph, there are two kinds of degree: in degree and out degree. In degree matlab when the edges are coming towards a node, it's called a in degree, and when the edges are coming from a node, it's called the out degree. So when you say 3 is the degree of O, it's the out degree of O. Why? Because the edges are coming out from the vertex O. So can you tell me the in degree and out degree of 2?
1, 1.
Yes,
1,
1.
1.
In degree
Okay.
1, out degree 1.
Okay. What is the in degree and out degree of 3?
3.
3 and 1.
Okay. 3 for what? 3 is
In degree.
in degree and 1 is out degree. So अगर indirected graph है तभी हम in degree out degree बोल सकते हैं. Undirected graph है तो it's considered as bidirectional, then you have to commonly say it as just degree. समझ में आया ना? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, adjacent vertices. So adjacent vertices क्या होगा? The vertex which is just near to it based on the edges. So you can see 0 का adjacent vertex कौन सा है? Which is the 0's adjacent vertex?
1 and 2.
0, 1 and 0, 2.
3 can also come, right? Because see an edge connecting 3. है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if there is an edge connecting that particular node, you can say that is an adjacent vertex. Okay, next is a path. Path is like, you can say, you know, when you traverse through a edge, you can say path. They can be different kinds of path, different number of paths. Okay, like in the example shown, as per the direction given, 0, 1, 3 is a path. You can say 1, 4 is a path. Like that, you can have different number of paths, or different ways you can specify a path. Okay, and cycle is when you come back to the same node. Like in this case, in the figure down, since it's bidirectional, you can say cycle is 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, or you can take it as 0, 3, 2, 0. So these are all examples of cycle. So you can say a path is a cycle is a combination of path, is also a path, but the difference is that it should end with the starting vertex. Okay, have you all understood what is adjacent vertices, path and cycle?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, so these were the terminologies we have studied right now. What is it? Weighted graph, unweighted graph, then you have undirected graph, directed graph, then you have null, trivial, connected, disconnected, regular, you have a complete graph, subgraph, and then degree, in degree and out degree. Okay, and then we learned what is adjacent vertices, path and cycle. So any doubts there? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So next is storage representation. Okay, yes. So how was tree represented? Tree representation कैसे था? Can somebody tell me? Tree का representation.
Array and linked list.
Linked list, yes. So you could have used an array and linked list. So same applies here. Okay, but in different names it is called. So the first one is adjacency matrix. Okay, so you're going to use a matrix over here, that is n by n matrix. So if there are n vertices, that you're going to use n by n matrix to represent the graph. So let's assume that n by n matrix as adjacent n. You know what is a matrix, right? Matrix पता है ना सबको? You
Yes,
all-
ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So now how are you going to represent it? See, if there is a connection between two nodes, like in the first case, it is an undirected graph. So in undirected graph, it is assumed to be bidirectional. Okay. So in that case, you say if there is a connection between two nodes, then that particular location of the matrix representing that particular edge is going to be set as 1. And if there is no connection between the two nodes, then that location is set as 0. Like you can see 0, 1. अभी मैट्रिक्स कैसे रोज एंड कॉलम्स में लिखते हैं, यहाँ पे कितने नोड्स है, 4 नोड है, तो 4x4 मैट्रिक्स है, यू कैन सी दैट, राइट? 4 नहीं 5 नोड है, so you can see it's a 5x5 matrix, 0 to 4 and 0 to 4. And yes, how is it? You are going to represent it like this: 0 0 0 0. There is no connection between 0 and 0, there is no self loop, so the value is 0. Then 0 1, there is a no edge between 0 and 1, so the value is 1. Then you take 0 and 2, there is an edge between 0 and 2, the value is 1. Then 0 and 3, connection है तो value is 1. 0 and 4, edge है क्या 0 and 4 के बीच में? Do you see an edge between 0 and 4?
No.
So it is 0. So that's how you represent a graph using an adjacency matrix. Understood? For undirected graph, undirected graph में, like for example, if you take 1 and 0 also, 0 and 1 में 1 सेट किया तो 1 and 0 में भी 1 सेट होगा. समझ में आया ना? मतलब both direction the values will be 1. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now look in the case of a directed graph. Directed graph में कैसे है? 0 and 1. तो 0 and 1 के बीच 0 to 1 है, तो 0 to 1 है तो सेट है. 1 to 0 है क्या? There is no connectivity from 1 to 0, so the value is 0 in that case. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, are you all understanding? सबको समझ में आ रही है क्या? बिकॉज ये इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना पड़ेगा बाद में, तो आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि कैसे है, इसका लॉजिक कैसे है. मतलब जब आप कोड लिखेंगे, यू आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ मैट्रिक्स. हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ मैट्रिक्स? बेस्ड ऑन द नंबर ऑफ नोड्स. एंड मैट्रिक्स में डेटा कैसे स्टोर करेंगे? बेस्ड ऑन द कनेक्शन बिटवीन द नोड्स. तो अगर कनेक्शन है अनडायरेक्टेड ग्राफ में, बोथ डायरेक्शंस acceptable है, 0 1 1 0 both acceptable. अगर edge connected है, if there is a presence of edge between two nodes, then the value is set to 1, else it is set to 0. But in the case of directed graph, if it is coming from one node to another node, then only it will be set to 1, otherwise 0. ठीक है? Understood everybody? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is an adjacency list. So in the first case, we used a matrix. The second case, we are going to use a list. So list कैसे है? In adjacency list, we use an array of lists to represent the graph. Okay. You know what is a list? List contains a node and the pointer to the next node, right? So the list size is equal to the number of vertices. That means how many lists you want depends on the number of vertices. So let's assume the list of size n. So adjacency list will be n. So how is it? Take an example. You can see the node 0. So if you take the node 0 is connected to node 1, है ना? तो how is the list representation taken? See, 0, 0 is connected to 1, 0 is connected to 2, 0 is connected to 3. Now take the case of 1. 1 is connected to 0, 1 is connected to 3 and 1 is connected to 4. समझ में आया क्या? That means you take one vertex and the nodes connected will be depending on the edges to which that particular node is connected. So 0 is connected to which all vertices? 1, 3 and 2. तो वो सब nodes वहाँ पे होगा. Similarly, node 1 is connected to 0, 3 and 4. 2 is connected to 0, 3. Then 3 is connected to 0, 1 and 4 and 2. Yes. And 4 is connected to 1 and 3. So that's how you arrange the data in the form of adjacency list for an undirected graph. For a directed graph, kaise हम? It will only be connected to which, from which the edges come. For example, 0 से 1 है, 0 से 3 है, 0 से 2 है. So 0 vertex will be connected to 1, 2 and 3. Whereas 1 से 3 है and 1 से 4 है. So 1 will be connected to 3 and 4. 2, from 2 the edges coming to 3, so 2 will be connected to 3. From 3 the edges coming to 4, so 3 will be connected to 4. And from 4 there are no edges coming out, so 4 will be a standalone node. Is it understood? Have you all understood adjacency list?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope you all have understood the difference between an adjacency matrix and an adjacency list. कुछ डाउट है किसी को? कोई भी डाउट है? Understood? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, students, speak up. Everybody is sitting quiet. Unless and until you all speak up, I will not understand कि what I am trying to say is reaching you all or not. समझ में आया ना सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next type of storage is adjacency multi-list. Okay, so adjacency multi-list matlab it's it's rather vertex based graph representation, and multi-list are where nodes may be shared among several other nodes. मतलब एक node दूसरे node, it can be shared by many other nodes. That's how multi-list comes. So please look at the left side image. The data structure representation of a multi-list is M, vertex 1, vertex 2, list 1 and list 2. M is, it is the visited. M, actually indicates whether the nodes are visited or not. It can be high or 0. Okay. And vertex 1, vertex 2, मतलब एक edge आप लेंगे 0 and 1. So 0 will be vertex 1 and vertex 2 will be 1. Okay, so that's vertex 1 and vertex 2. List 1 and list 2 is the dependency with other nodes. Okay, so that is going to come in list 1 and list 2. So I'll tell you how list 1 and list 2 is inserted. M is like when you're traversing a particular node. So this is the representation, multi-list representation of two nodes. So if you have completed visiting vertex 1, vertex 2, list 1 and list 2, then M will be set as visited. Else it will be set as 0. Okay. And now you see the image over here. It is what kind of graph it is?
Connected graph.
It's connected to each and every, right? Somehow. So yes, you can take the list of edges. All the edges, you list down all the edges 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3 are the all available edges of this particular graph, and you number it or you name it. It's your choice how you name it. So here the numbering is given as N0, N1, N2, N3, N4 and N5. So it's an undirected graph. So you can have you can see it's representing bidirectionally. Okay, now the list of edges and the nodes are ready. Now you place as per the list of edges, you're going to fill in the vertex 1 and vertex 2. So look at the right side image, you can see list first edge is 0 1, so vertex 1 0, vertex 2 1, फिर 0 2 है तो vertex 0 and here it is 2, then 0 3, like that, so on. You will place the vertex 1 and vertex 2 as per the order of edges you have written or listed it down in the first step. उतना समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
वर्टेक्स 1 वर्टेक्स 2 लिस्ट आउट किया, उसके बाद लिस्ट 1 लिस्ट 2 कैसे फिल करना है अभी यू देख. नाउ यू हैव टू सी 0 in the coming rows or the subsequent rows में 0 कहाँ पे आता है? Where does 0 come? First come. Vertex 1 में जो 0 है, in the subsequent rows में anywhere it can come in vertex 1 or vertex 2, but where does it come immediately? Where do you see 0 again?
3.
3 में n1 में है ना, देखो n0 देखो 0 1 है, फिर 0 कहाँ पे देखते हैं? n1 में ना.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
0 पहले रो में, वी आर नाउ इन द फर्स्ट रो 0 1. अभी हमें लिस्ट 1 लिस्ट 2 फिल करना है, तो वो कैसे फिल करेंगे? पहले वर्टेक्स 1 0, वेयर इज इट अकरिंग इन द सब्सिक्वेंट रोज? सब्सिक्वेंट रोज मतलब n1 n2 n3 n4 n5 में कहाँ पे पहले आ रहे? तो देखेंगे तो 0 कहाँ पे फर्स्ट आ रहे? n1 में. सो लिस्ट 1 में n1 लिखेंगे, मतलब दिस इज इनडायरेक्टली गेटिंग लिंक्ड टू नोड n1. समझ में आया क्या सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
अभी 1 कहाँ पे आ रहे? 1 is coming first now when?
N3.
n3. So n3 is getting filled over there. Is it clear? Next you take the next row. So now that is complete. You take the next row n1 0 2. Now after this row where is 0 coming?
And 2.
N2.
So list 1 में n2 लिखेंगे, and after you see the vertex 2, where is 2 coming?
N3.
n3. तो n3 वहां पे लिखते हैं. ठीक है, अभी टेक द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल 0 3. 0 अभी फिर से कहाँ कब आ रहे क्या? 0
नहीं.
नो, सो वहां पे नील. देन 3 इज कमिंग वेयर?
N4.
N4.
Understood? Are you all understanding how you have to fill the list?
Yes,
List
ma'am.
1 and
Yes,
list 2.
ma'am.
Okay, so this is how you fill an adjacency multi-list of a graph. मतलब यहाँ पे कैसे है? They are saying that a edge can be connected or shared by other nodes also. So like 0 and 1 में 0 can be shared by other node edges. Similarly, 1 can be shared by other edges. So to show the dependency, they have used adjacency multi-list, where you can say the nodes may be shared among several other lists. Is it clear now, everybody? समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is inverse adjacency list. इसमें कैसे है? You assume that it is connected to that only one incoming edge is there. Say you can see 0, it's a node. 0 node is connected to, और see incoming मतलब income 0 में incoming कहाँ से आ रहे? 2 से. So 0 is connected to 2. Then 1 में incoming कहाँ से आ रहे? 0 से. So 1 is connected to 0. then 2 में incoming कहाँ से आ रहे? 3 से. So 3 is connected to 2, right? And then you have 3 में incoming 1 भी आ रहे, 0 भी आ रहे. So 3 is connected to 0 and 1. Got it? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you all understood? And how the the top to bottom is connected? See, 0, 1, 1 is connected to, then it's just the order they have said, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So they're just given there, and in the left side they have given the incoming nodes. Clear?
Do we not consider the outgoing nodes here?
No, here they have not considered because they are only like one incoming edge to the vertex. Outgoing में देखो 1 के outgoing में 2 नहीं है ना, 3 है, right? So they are not considering the outgoing, they are just considering the incoming. They have connected the nodes to each other in the order 0, 1, 2, 3 and there is no more nodes. They have just considered the incoming. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any doubts?
They have mentioned here like we have to consider only one incoming edge, but for the 3 there are 2. So
yeah, there are 3, there are 2. So again now they might, you will have to again divide this like 3 to 0, 3 to 1 ऐसे divide करेंगे. But यहाँ पे 2 specify किया, but actually they assume only one incoming edge. And here they have specified 2. So might be in the subsequent steps, instead of writing 3, 0, 1, because 0 and 1 is not connected, right? So they might, again partition this to 3, 0, 3, 1 like that. Not much data is available in inverse adjacency list. They have specified like this. So, it might come as a theoretical perspective. So just write like this, that the only one incoming edge to a vertex is actually assumed. Okay. Yes, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are the different types of storage representation for a graph? To summarize, we have adjacency matrix, you have adjacency list, you have adjacency multi-list and inverse adjacency list. So any doubts anywhere? समझ में आए क्या? Because ये सब आपको implement करना पड़ेगा बाद में. तो any issues? Is it clear to everybody?
ma'am, for the multi-list, can we traverse back? Like we are traversing in the one specific direction.
Traversing in one specific direction, matlab in as in
For example, like 2, 3. So we are like checking like the next 2 where it has been present. So like we have mentioned like it is nil or nil. So can we traverse back like 0, 1, 0, 2? Like again, can we check from the starting?
No. This is already visited, then it'll go in a loop, when you traverse, it will never end, right? So that's why यहाँ पे M एक नोड दिया है, विजिट किया है कि नहीं, तो एक बार विजिट किया तो वो सेट हो जाएगा ना, तो what is the point of going back again? Understood? देखो 0, 1 already visit हुआ है, या 2 and 3, you're saying 1 and 2 is already visited, right? So if you are giving the node in that way, then what is the point? This will go in a continuous loop. It will never end, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? That's why they said once you have visited, that particular M flag will be set. That means that particular, all the vertices and the list has been visited. So that means it's done. You need not traverse it again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? हो गया? Clear? Just go through the matrix. कुछ doubt है देखो, matrix is easy, actually is some easiest implementation. Then you have the list, and if the nodes doesn't have any connectivity, then it will be pointing to null. Okay, that means like you can see the 4 node, it doesn't have another node to point to, then it will be pointing to null. So every last node will be pointing to null. Clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, this is a homework depending on that. So you can see the in degree of and out degree of each vertex. You have to find out, and adjacency list representation. So please read the question properly. You have to draw the list representation. So if you take, yes, what kind of graph it is? Can somebody tell me what kind of graph it is?
Weighted,
Yes?
weighted directional.
Weighted and it's direct. Now what, when you build a you know, matrix, suppose you're building a matrix using this, okay? So when you're building a matrix using this, instead of 0 and 1, you will, if there is no connectivity, you will put a 0, but if there is a connectivity, you will put a weight of this. Please note that point down. अगर आप आपको adjacency मैट्रिक्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन में ये दिखाने के लिए बोला और ये वेटेड ग्राफ है, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ 0 एंड 1, उस वो पहले जो एग्जांपल में वो वेटेड नहीं था, अनवेटेड था, राइट? सो हियर इट इज वेटेड, सो दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ 1 यू विल पुट द वेट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एज. समझ में आया क्या सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and yes, in the list representation, of course, the value, the weight will not be put, but still, please note that. Next is what is the in degree and out degree. Agar 2 node liya, what is the in degree and out degree?
In degree is 8, 3 and no.
No, that's why I asked. 8 and 3 is the weight. What is the in degree? What do you mean by degree? Degree का मतलब क्या है?
Number of edges attached to it.
Yeah, so what is the in degree and out degree of the node 2?
In degree is 1 and out degree
Out
is
degree is
1.
also 1. You know, people tend to make mistakes, isliye I asked. It's not 8 and 3, it is 1 and 1. Okay? The next is draw any directed graph. Now it's your choice. You can draw any directed graph with a minimum of 6 nodes and represent the graph using adjacency matrix. Okay, so you have to draw a graph which contains 6 nodes, and you can show any kind of connection, but it should be a directed graph. And the using the graph which you have drawn, you have to draw the adjacency matrix. Okay, adjacency list and adjacency multi-list of that. Okay, have you all understood the question? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this is another important thing. They'll ask you, you know, the pseudocode or the algorithm of how to write an adjacency matrix. So how are you going to do is, first you declare an array of array, you say M, which size is what? Can somebody tell me what is size? What is going to be the size representation? Size क्या है?
The number of edges.
Number of edges.
Vertices, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Number
So,
of vertices.
yeah, number of nodes or number of vertices. Yes. So when you will be asking the user to enter the number of nodes or number of vertices. So that time, based on that, you are going to declare an array of M size, which will store the graph. Okay, you can make it a dynamic representation also, because user, otherwise you will have to statically declare a particular size. Then enter how many nodes you want in a graph. Then enter the edges of the graph by 2 vertices, say V1, Vj. Like I am entering vertex, like you'll ask the user, enter two vertices. So I'll enter 1 and 2. That means 1 and 2 is going to indicate two vertices which has some kind of edge. Understood? अगर edges नहीं होना चाहिए तो you will not enter them together. समझ में आया है क्या? You got it? I'll say it once again. You will declare an array of size. It's going to be a matrix. Okay. Then you will ask the user to enter the number of nodes you want. So since they are asking the number of nodes later on, you can say it's, you know, a static method. Otherwise, you can also use it dynamically by using new operator. Then you'll ask the user to enter the edges. So how are you going to enter the edges? By entering two vertices. Two vertices which is going to indicate some edge. क्योंकि हम edge को कैसे indicate करते हैं? 0,1. So because you are not going to give the drawing as an input, you have to assume a graph by entering the pairwise. You have to enter the vertices so that you can say that pair is going to represent some edge. समझ में आया क्या? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And that I and that j value is going to represent the indexes of your matrix, and that location is going to be set to 1. And अगर undirected graph है, आपको पता है 0 1 में भी 1 होगा, 1 0 में भी 1 होगा. So if it is an undirected graph, दोनों ij and ji में 1 set करेंगे. And when all the edges of that desired graph is entered, you will print the resulting matrix. Have you all understood the algorithm? Just go through the algorithm. समझ में आया क्या सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, is it clear? Directed है तो ij में ही 1 होगा, ji में 1 नहीं होगा. If there is no direction. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear. So I hope you've understood the flow of your program. So this is the algorithm for creating adjacency matrix. Next, adjacency list कैसे होगा? You're going to create an array of size n, and that is going to be your nodal representation or a particular node, and that type of array must contain a list of vertices. मतलब क्या है? अगर array 0 है, array 0 is going to represent node 0, and that node 0 is going to represent a list of vertices. Like array of pointers बोलते हैं ना, तो is going to be array of lists. समझ में आया क्या? Each array location is going to point to different list. So it's a combination of array as well as list. The vertices is going to be represented in array, and each location of the array is going to point to different list, set of list. Okay, so iterate each given edge from u to v and append v to the youth list of array A. If the graph is undirect, append u to the v list also of array A. Either direction. Undirected है तो. Directed है तो u to v ही होगा. मतलब एक vertex 0 लिया, 0 to 1 एक edge है तो from the index 0 will be pointing to a list of node 1. Similarly, index 1 will also point to a node of 0 if it is undirected. If it is a directed, it will not unless and until there is a direction. मतलब एक array होगा, and each location of the array is going to represent a set of nodes of a list. Clear? Everybody, idea हो गए क्या? Have you got it in your mind how it is going to be done? Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Have you understood the logic? Yes. So that's it. Any doubts in today's session? Any doubts, students?
No, ma'am.
Clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you all have gone through the assignments. Please submit the assignment on time. Don't cross the deadline because you will be evaluated